This video is for anybody that's got a new iOS device and their old device worked perfectly fine with the Elgato HD60S, connected in with the Lightning digital AV adapter, worked all sweet into OBS. But now that you've updated your new tablet, going into the HD60S, it needs this new adapter, the USB-C connector, and now you're having issues.
I've got no signs of life at all, so something's going wrong with Elgato. I'm going to stop the stream.
This is how I got the HD60S Elgato working. It might work for you, worth a try before you give up. Important thing to note, this Elgato external capture device is considered legacy product by Elgato these days. It hasn't been supported for a year or so now. Pretty much the reason we're having troubles. Now I have to stress, you'll need to make sure that this is a genuine Apple product. You might be struggling. The other thing you're going to need, 2-port bidirectional HDMI switcher. And I don't know exactly the technical reason what's going on here, whether it's HDMI protection, but most likely it's the software for this hardware here, which you can't update anymore. Okay, first thing I'm going to get you to do is just unplug the USB 3 cable from your Elgato. So this is what powers it. Leave the HDMI in. Make sure the tablet's unplugged from your USB-C connector. Turn on the device to start with. Do this, and then turn it off. The reason you want to do that first is if you plug this in, it might come up with a message saying open to make sure it works. If you do that, it screws this little workaround. Now you can plug it in like this, and then don't touch anything. Just wait till this goes back into the black screen. And as soon as that's done, you get your Elgato and you now plug in the USB 3 connector, and you see the white light come on. Now count to 20. This is weird, but it works. Count to 20, 19, 20, and then click OBS Studio. Then it opens up here, and then click here, and you see it shows up there. You should just be able to open up. I use Call of Duty Mobile. This is why I have this Elgato. Been using it for many years. You just want to check that the audio's there. There you go. You can hear the audio, and that works just fine. Honestly, this is all a bit of hope and pray. It is incredibly temperamental, this hardware now. So the reality is you're doing this just because you don't want to invest in a new external capture card, and you just want to keep it going. And so this is how I got it working. I had to try a lot of different things, tried to research a lot. There just isn't much on the internet about this. So if you didn't get that connection happening, just repeat the process. The reason I've got it at 20 seconds is if I was doing it too soon, it just wasn't working. And too long, it doesn't work anyway. So it is just, hold your tongue in a certain way and pray, essentially. But I've had my new device, iPad Air 5, now for some months, and I've managed to just keep on trucking with this. Now, the realization is this is considered legacy product, so at some point I do need to upgrade. But this has kept me going for now, and I didn't have to drop some more money for that. So see if this works for you. If this boots up and the thing you're connected to doesn't have audio, what you can maybe try and do is just pull out the HDMI cable from the switcher. This is around the protected content that Apple has. That's why I needed the switcher. Just plugged into one. It just basically is the workaround for it. And the weakest link is clearly the Elgato here. But yeah, you can just unplug the HDMI cable, plug it back in. That might work. Failing that, again, should be able to just leave the OBS going. Just unplug this, put it back in. And worst case is just repeat the steps from start. So just shut down OBS, unplug the HD60S, and unplug the adapter from your tablet. There you go. That's what worked for me, and it's worth you trying that as well. Like I said, it's a disappointing amount of information on the internet explaining what and why and so on, but that's how I got it going. So give it a go, see if it works for you. Alrighty.